Hi, I'm Scott. I'm a product manager here at Embrace. Today I'm going to talk to you about one of our most popular features, Metrics API. Now at Embrace, we built our platform off of OpenTelemetry standards. And if you don't know much about OpenTelemetry, don't worry, I'll explain a little bit more about that later in the video. But for right now, what you need to know about it is it's a way for us to calculate metrics across multiple sessions and expose them to our users. So what does this mean in practice? So at Embrace, we capture data on our customers' mobile applications so that they can walk through those sessions event by event and see various things that are going on. So this is just our demo app, Embrace Outdoors, and you can see some user taps, some network requests, some views, and of course it ends in a crash and the stack trace available from that crash. So let's say you're an app and you want to look across multiple sessions, right? This is just a single session. Maybe you're debugging something, but you're looking for some high-level metrics to understand kind of user adoption or how often people are visiting your app. And so we believe in a single pane of glass approach. We can expose all of our metrics externally so that you can put them on whatever dashboard or report or Excel sheet that you're looking at your full product health, or maybe your business metrics, or maybe you're comparing your backend performance and your mobile performance. And so what this looks like in practice is a very simple API endpoint that exposes specific metrics. So in this case, I'm looking at sessions and the total of them over 5-minute intervals. Now, if you're not familiar with this view, I'm using Grafana. It's just pointing to our API. And there's, of course, many other ways you can call our API. This just is a pretty simple and handy visualization for right now. So we use Prometheus query language to expose this. So you can run very simple queries. So let's say you're looking at 5-minute count of sessions over 5 minutes here, but maybe you want to look at device ID as well and see how it compares. And you can see for our demo app, we have a number of sessions, mainly on an iPhone 11, and then a handful of sessions on an iPad. And beyond sessions, we expose other metrics such as crash counts. So those crashes total, you can see a little bit more consistent there. And then, maybe you only want to look at the latest version. Prometheus lets you, or PromQL lets you filter by specific dimensions. So in this case, I'm going to say filter by 1.0. Now, nothing changed. We only have one app version for our demo right now, but you can rest assured that it filters under the hood. Okay, so that's a simple way to look at Embrace metrics exposed through our API and consume them through whatever tool makes sense for your company to make sure that your mobile data ends up wherever you need it to. Now, I mentioned at the beginning, we are OpenTelemetry based. And so if you're not familiar with OpenTelemetry, there's great documentation at OpenTelemetry.io. One of the core principles that kind of everything else builds off of is this concept of OTel signals. And so there's 3 primary ones: traces, metrics, and logs. Baggage is just attaching additional context to each of those. So for metrics, we're exposing an OpenTelemetry based, or an OpenTelemetry standard for metrics, so that you can consume them the way you would consume any other OTel signal. If you want to learn more about this, you can check out our documentation. For Metrics API, we have 3 out-of-the-box metrics that every org or every customer gets for free: crashes, sessions, and users. And you can see we offer them so you can filter or group by 3 main dimensions, and of course in 5-minute, hourly, and daily. If those aren't enough for you, we also offer custom metrics for our enterprise customers, where you can build more bespoke metrics that you can consume in your third-party location. And then aside from building metrics, you can consume them in Grafana. If you host Grafana yourself, or if you use their cloud offering, it's a pretty straightforward 1, 2, 3 step to call the API and start using it just like you saw at the beginning. But of course, it's just an API endpoint. So you could also use whatever you want. So here I'm showing you a Colab running Python, and I'm running the exact same query up here, calling the API that's mentioned in the doc and getting a JSON results. One thing to note here is, of course, the time is in Unix epic time. So you will have to do a little bit of conversion that Grafana was doing under the hood. If you're curious more about Embrace generally, you can check out our website, embrace.io, where you can get in touch with us. And if you want to play with the demo a little bit, it's an openly available test flight, and we're happy to share that once you get in touch. So thanks once again. Hopefully you now understand a little bit more about some of the data that you can take from Embrace and make available outside wherever you need it most.